Let's speak to Bernardino Leon. He's the EU's special representative for the southern Mediterranean. He's joining us now on the telephone from Brussels. Mr. Leon, good to have you with us on Al Jazeera. So just to clarify the suspension of security equipment to the military-backed interim government in Egypt, what are we talking about exactly here? Are we talking about suspension of all weapons and all security equipment?
No, there is a immediate decision regarding equipment that could be used in repression. The rest is under review by member states, and each one of them will apply and implement this decision individually, because this is not a EU competence, it's a competence of member states.
How much pressure do you think this suspension, Mr. Leon, on certain security equipment, what you're saying, and I hope that you can also clarify what certain means. How much pressure do you think that it's going to put on the military leaders in the interim government?
Well, I think today we had a debate, and the idea of EU foreign ministers was to send a message or a signal to the Egyptian government, but at the same time leaving the door open with two rationales. One is that we will continue to cooperate in programs addressed to the Egyptian society, to the Egyptian people that need this support. And on the other hand, that this is a gradual process, and that we are trying to encourage all sides to go in the right direction. But we will remain seized in the near future, and we may take other decisions in the coming weeks.
And when you speak of taking positions in the coming weeks, what exactly does that mean? What does it depend on?
Well, we are saying that we don't think the situation in Egypt is irreversible. On the contrary, we have said, we have reiterated that confrontation is not an option. So we hope that sooner than later the confrontation will be seen in Egypt as taking the country to escalation, which leads to nowhere. And then we hope that they will start to talk. Our message is that this should happen as soon as possible.
And what is the role right now that the EU is playing in negotiations, in bringing both sides to the negotiating table? I mean, we saw Catherine Ashton was in the region a couple of weeks ago and mediating there alongside the United States. In fact, you were there as well, but those talks didn't really go anywhere.
No, we made a confidence-building measures paper, which we shared with both sides. Unfortunately, this was before the storming of the squares. Now the situation is very different, and unfortunately the mistrust gap is deeper and wider now. So new proposals are needed, but good offices cannot be imposed. We have to be asked, and for the moment, I haven't heard a request from the Egyptians for us to go back. We stand ready. We are ready to do it, but it's mainly about Egyptians to take their decisions.
All right.